Oh man, oh God, oh man, oh God. It's time to talk about Tough Guys Don't Dance, a movie that literally gave me the fear going into it. I just didn't know what to expect, and it was one of those terrifying prospects of just awfulness. The movie looked terrible, primarily because of that meme that is everywhere. We've all seen it. It's so good. Let's have another look at it.
My husband, he's having an affair with your wife. I don't think we should talk about it. Unless you're prepared to kill them.
Oh man! Oh God! Oh man! Oh God! Oh man! Oh God! Oh man! Oh God! Oh man!
You see what I mean? It's just over the top in silliness. In this movie, a neo-noir crime story, Norman Mailer directed it from his own book. It's a strange one. It's a strange one to really talk about because I struggle with the intent on this. Was it intended to be a dark, brooding mystery? Or was it intended to be something that poked a little bit of fun at the genre, poked fun at these characters, this suburban life which has this deep, dark underbelly? Was it intentionally meant to be funny?
My pussy hair was bright gold in high school until I went out and scorched it with the football team.
Either way, whether it was or whether it wasn't, this movie's highly entertaining. I loved this film. It just kept surprising me with its unbelievable dialogue.
I need you to come 16 times in a night.
Not one of them was good.
That's because you got no womb!
The over-the-top performances that were just icing on the cake.
Because you were too shit-faced. I never seen anybody so shit-faced. You said, Madeline, I wronged you. I'm gonna put your name on my forehead.
To just the weird moments of oddness that happened throughout this thing. This is a movie all about Tim, a kind of 40-year-old ex-convict who has this ropey past, has this wife that's kind of antagonistic, but he still loves her, who gets caught up in a murder mystery when he goes out on a bender one night, wakes up the next day to discover that there is, death all about him. He's got a head, which he, not really too sure how exactly he managed to end up with this head. There is a wonderful police chief in the form of Wings Hauser, who is always entertaining in these movies, and this movie just comes to life with these weirdly odd characters, and it never quite feels like real life. It's stylized as if it's been done by a caricature of what a neo-noir should be. It has these unbelievable moments of silliness and violence that are just kind of funny and odd and tonally all over the place. I'm thinking of the cuckolded scene.
Would you let me speak in the name of decency? Would you let me speak?
With the couple that Tim meets early on, or whether it's the fight with the dog later on, with the amazing line, your knife's in my dog.
Your knife is in my dog. I'm sorry, man. I got nothing against your dog.
Just silly. But when you strip all back the silliness, the story's pretty solid. The story is a good mystery story, leading you through the various points that you need to hit to get from the beginning of the characters, the initial mystery, we get backlog and history of people involved, where they are now, what could possibly have happened in various aspects of what's going out. And it's kind of delivered in the form of flashbacks, as we have Lawrence Tierney's character, who's Tim's father there.
I just deep six two heads.
You did?
Yeah, I did. I had to. You didn't have the balls.
As Tim is relating the story to his father, and we get ultimately caught up to that point later on, where we get the conclusion of the movie. It's a familiar trope, it's a familiar conceit to have it paced that way, but the movie is really, really fun, and it's really well directed. It looks great. The way the scenes are set up are particularly nice. There's a moment where a couple of characters are just kind of walking over sand dunes near the end, and it's photographed brilliantly. It looks terrific. It just comes down to the tonality of the movie, and that's where things are just so wacky and odd. It's where it becomes really something unique. Now, without those kind of strange lines and deliveries and performances, it could just have faded into obscurity. I'm glad it hasn't. This is one of those movies that I was genuinely afraid to sit down and watch, because I just didn't know what the heck I was going to get. But it's awesome. It's got some hilarious moments, whether intentional or not. It's got some deeply shocking moments. It's got some lines that are just...
Why do you tell me this story? Because it turns me on.
It's just hard to believe that they've been conceived and thought of as to be put into a motion picture. Tough Guys Don't Dance is, for me, and it's surprising to say this, is one of my favourite releases from Vinegar Syndrome this year. I had so much fun with this movie. It plays around in a genre that I really do like. Murder mysteries, detective stories, as someone is trying to piece together pieces of information of what has happened. I really do kind of like those tales.
I could have told him. Never called an Italian small potatoes.
But it's so different. It's so unique. It's canonised, to make a phrase. It's one of those weird, unusual and wholly unique kind of movies that I thoroughly would recommend. I can't see how anybody can't get enjoyment out of this. It may not be as the enjoyment was intended to be had, but my goodness, it's so good. Wings Hauser, just rocking it yet again. I'm becoming more and more a fan of this guy's over-the-top performances, which are just perfect. I'd love to know your thoughts on Tough Guys Don't Dance. Let me know in the comment box what you thought of this. Please tell me I'm not the only one that loved this slice of obscure nonsense. And of course, there's videos up here if you want to check out, well, maybe here actually, other parts of the content that you can check out if you want. And of course, subscribe, like, all that jazz. Even become a member if you like this channel. And I'll see you next time on Man v Film.